Yes. Bitch, I'm over here in Wichita, Kansas. And I am ready to unveil my new secret. I'm not doing the rest of Full Sail University. Y'all, I'm going to LA Film School for audio production. Yeah, mine. Okay, because I just can't believe that I stalled doing this for so long. I've been a California resident since 2007, and like everyone knows, you got to stay somewhere a whole year before you're a resident. So I'm a resident in three different states. South Carolina, I was born. Wichita, Kansas, moved here when I was 11. California, I moved there when I was 20, turned 21 there. So I went to LA when I was 24. So it occurred to me maybe for the very first time in 2021, the pandemic virus was fresh out the oven, and we really didn't care about the pandemic virus if you had a strong immune system. So I was working for Uber, and so when I had pawned my Full Sail University gear, because I did that three times, was able to make $1,200 from Friday to Monday morning to get it back out. Then I had an assignment that was due Tuesdays. That way I had some time to lay it down. And well, by the third time, because of the like side view mirror on that 2017 Chevy Cruze with my face and all my graphics on there, super cinematographer and CornellJ.com, 888 DJI film and all that. I had a Full Sail University tag frame. I had Cornell J, Kansas, the vanity tag that I went out to Hollywood with in 2021. So I was able to drive for Uber with my Kansas tag all over California. So it was because I tried to stay at 2016 and I ended up coming back because the Kia Soul that I had then, it was a 2015, that didn't have my registration on it, but it was like my car. But I ended up leaving, didn't even try to stay there until 2017 or anything. Next thing I know, I wasn't just gonna take off when I couldn't work for Uber at Cali. So yeah, it dawned on me in 2021. I took a picture in Hollywood by Sunset Boulevard. They had a Kansas map just right there, and this black guy was walking by with a white girl. So I took a picture of that, and they were in there looking busy. And what do you know? LA Film School was in the background. So, hey, get up here, Minnie, my stuff. Give my little girl right here. So that plotted the seed. And then now it's 2026, and I almost went to Full Sail University again. I've been to the Southeast Coast a gazillion times since 2022 for the first time as an adult. But yeah, I went ahead and I recorrected my FAFSA and already have everything ready to go. I even think I'm eligible for scholarships. And so since I've been a part of Cali since '07, and West Hollywood is my thing, like they were gonna be like in North Hollywood supposedly, but I feel like it's close to West Hollywood, the gay community. So young men. So that's gonna be what's up, y'all. We gonna be doing our thing, and I'm just well known in Cali. You know, I don't get like jittery. I don't get like skittish, or I don't get like shy in Hollywood. And you figure somebody would get shy in Hollywood and not like Florida or anything, but yeah, I just feel natural when I'm in Hollywood. And so, whether or not my career takes off after that, my goal was to work for a nice studio with the analog gear. Because, y'all, since I was 14, I was mixing and mastering music, rapping and making beats for myself and stuff. And a bunch of my friends. Like it really all started in 2001. Yeah, I was really making beats. I was really selling beats. You better get over here. This ain't our room. And it's it started off making beats and mixing rap to singing and vocalizing and writing lyrics and doing film and going to Full Sail University by 2019. And then I went ahead and I had dropped out for a film certificate so I could come back. They wanted to summon me to campus, and I had a lot of time to think, y'all. Like I need to put some real money back into Cali, and I have connections. Like I know people. Like SoCal Records seems really legit, y'all. They like Kylie Minogue kind of music. And I'm trying to told you that analog mastering gear and stuff, it's gonna be like second nature. Even if I don't get a career, it's gonna be alright. I'm telling you, I just don't wanna waste my breath not trying, okay? So, and I don't want to try to go to college if it's something that cause I ain't ever gonna be in the medical field. None of that super professional stuff. Okay, but I've had a passion in music and film for a long time, so I'm really hoping that I'm not just trying to talk over my mom's voice over there and talk some nonsense for the rest of this video. But yeah, I can't wait. This is It's gonna be online, and they said I got a month to think about. I don't know if I'm gonna think about that. Y'all, gas in Cali on the West Coast right now is like 6.50 a gallon. Then the East Coast went from like 160 to 220, 312. Yeah, so it really ain't gonna be about a car with me anymore. Like the Uber rentals, that's a chase, y'all. But I want to be stationary. I just want to save for me and my miniature Doberman Pinscher Mini, and my mom, and my stepdad, and my family. Because that's everybody's wish, is to still have their family. So now if that don't work out, y'all, Fiverr.com. Like I've done Fiverr.com back in 2012. I was making money off of critiquing people's music so that I could get other people's music heard. If you ever heard of Chucky Campbell, he's one of those lyrical rappers, and he was making me a lot of money because there was this website called cloudkillers.com, and they worked with soundcloud.com, where the website lets you critique on music. You got points, and I learned you could send those points to any SoundCloud profile song, and I learned I was making money off of that in no time. And so eventually I wanted to get on Fiverr.com as an audio engineer because it's easier to do that than it was to like try to mix people's film on Fiverr, because I feel like they've got to have a really nifty way to send their video, or they don't just point and shoot and have what they need and nothing for me to review before I put it on the timeline. So yeah, I started my journey off in Sacramento, California in '07. I made my way to Los Angeles in 2011. I made my way back to Sacramento in 2013. I made my way back to Sacramento and LA in 2021. Then 2022, I was like on the East Coast. From Nashville to Des Moines to Atlanta to Columbia, South Carolina. I kind of stayed away from Florida. I was driving through Birmingham to get to Atlanta and South Carolina, and I met Kentucky, I met Ohio, drove for Uber in all them cities and towns everywhere. So I've been to Indianapolis, never been to New York, and I'm not gonna stress if I never end up there. But yeah, y'all, I'm over here like getting ready because I understand them assignments. I looked at the course catalog, LA Film School edu, and well, I think it was lafilm.edu, just for your reference, that my goal was to learn analog gear because I've been doing the software post-production. Anybody knows that post-production might lower the quality in film, so it might do that in audio too. But with SoCal Records, and then you got Akasha Rec and Bangla Bangla, they're like Sony Music India and like Sacramento, and just like Saucy Santana. Now we got the Femi Boys. They got a Cliff Vermeer that owns their hair salon, and they got some rap. I think his rap is better than Saucy Santana. Now I like Saucy Santana's swag though, so I can't wait to get in the studio with these people, because 9 times out of 10 they ain't gonna think too hard. They gonna want to come to LA. If they ain't got nobody in mind, or if they always looking for people to put on the map, I'm gonna get there eventually. So I'm looking forward to recording good music for people like J-Zack. I'm looking to get that music danced to by Nicole Kirkland, because I've spoken to her too, and I wants to get my dance on. Okay, it doesn't take much but to be around the people you love, so I'm saving it. Okay. But yeah, back in Wichita, Kansas, where I'm trying to feel leveled. And I do my thing.